Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the heart of Africa, a place many of you might know for, well, let's just say it hasn't always been for the best reasons. But hey, that's why we're here. We're going beyond the headlines, beyond the stereotypes, to uncover the real Burundi, a country with a story far richer and more complex than you might imagine. So, what do you picture when you think of Burundi? Lush green hills, sparkling lakes? Maybe, maybe not. But trust me, this small nation packs a punch when it comes to natural beauty, and that's just the beginning. We're talking vibrant culture, a history that runs deep, and economic realities that, well, we'll get into those. Get ready to explore Burundi, a country that's often overlooked, but definitely not forgotten, at least not after today. Buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. Okay, picture this. You're in Africa, right smack in the middle of the continent, a little bit east. You're landlocked, completely surrounded by other countries, feeling a bit claustrophobic, maybe a little. That's Burundi for you folks. A small country, we're talking about 27,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of Maryland. Now, I know what you're thinking, Maryland, that's tiny. And you'd be right, but don't let the size fool you. Burundi might be small in stature, but it's got a big heart and even bigger potential. It's like that friend, you know, the one who's always got a lot going on beneath the surface. So, yeah, Burundi, small but mighty. Remember that. Now, let's talk about Burundi's neighbors, because, well, you can't choose your family, can you? To the north, you've got Rwanda. A little history lesson here. Folks, these two have a complicated past, to say the least. Then there's Tanzania to the east and south, a country known for its wildlife and thankfully a bit more chill than its northern neighbor. And to the west, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's just say it's complicated over there too. But hey, it's not all bad news. Burundi also gets to hang out with one of the coolest kids on the block, Lake Tanganyika. This lake, my friends, is not your average lake. It's one of the African Great Lakes, the second deepest in the world and teeming with life. So at least Burundi's got a good view. All right, time to talk capitals. Now, if you thought Bujumbura, you're not wrong, but you're not entirely right either. See, Burundi pulled a switcheroo back in 2019. They decided to move the capital from the bustling city of Bujumbura to the more central, less chaotic Gitega. Think of it like this. Bujumbura was the wild child, the life of the party. Gitega, more of a chill, laid-back vibe. Now, some say it was a strategic move, others say it was about shifting power. Whatever the reason, Gitega is officially the new kid on the block, the head honcho, the big cheese. But let's be real, Bujumbura's still got that it factor, you know? Chapter 4. Beyond the capital, Burundi's urban jewels. Now, while Gitega might be the new capital on the block, let's not forget about Burundi's other urban hotspots. We're talking cities like Bujumbura, still holding it down as the largest city, a hub of economic activity. Then there's Ngozi, known for its agricultural prowess, and Muyinga, a city steeped in history and culture. These cities, they're like the supporting cast, each with its own unique flavor, adding to the richness and diversity of Burundi's urban landscape. So yeah, Gitega might be the headliner, but trust me, the whole ensemble is worth a standing ovation. Chapter 5, Lake Tanganyika, Burundi's liquid jewel. Okay, let's talk about the real star of the show, the Beyoncé of Burundi, if you will, Lake Tanganyika. This ain't your mama's lake, folks. We're talking about one of the African Great Lakes, a freshwater behemoth that stretches across 4 countries. And get this, it's the second deepest lake in the world. That's right, deeper than your deepest secrets. The water crystal clear, so clear you can practically see your future in it. And the marine life? Don't even get me started. We're talking over 300 species of fish, some of them found nowhere else on Earth. So yeah, Lake Tanganyika, it's kind of a big deal. Chapter 6, Rivers of Life, Burundi's watery arteries. Now, Lake Tanganyika might be the big kahuna, but Burundi's also got a network of rivers flowing through it, each one with a story to tell. There's the Ruvubu, the longest river entirely within Burundi, a lifeline for the communities it sustains. Then there's the Malagarasi, meandering its way through the western part of the country, and the Rusizi, forming part of the border with the DRC. These rivers, they're more than just water, folks. They're arteries, carrying lifeblood to the land, connecting communities and shaping the very fabric of Burundi's existence. Now, let's talk about the people of Burundi, the heartbeat of this nation. The majority of Burundians, they work the land. We're talking farmers, herders, people who live in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the seasons. It's a tough life, no doubt, but there's a certain dignity to it, a resilience that shines through in their eyes. These are the people who feed the nation, the backbone of Burundi's economy, the unsung heroes of everyday life. So next time you enjoy a cup of Burundian coffee, take a moment to appreciate the hands that picked those beans, the sweat and toil that went into your morning brew. Speaking of coffee, let's talk about food, shall we? Burundi, like many African countries, has a cuisine that's all about simple, hearty flavors, using what the land provides. Coffee, of course, is a big deal here, one of their main exports. But they also grow tea, maize, beans, bananas, all the good stuff. And when it comes to dishes, you've got to try ugali, a stiff porridge made from maize flour, a staple in many East African countries. And then there's brochettes, grilled meat skewers, marinated to perfection. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the thing nobody really wants to talk about, the economy. Burundi, to put it bluntly, is one of the poorest countries in the world. Its GDP, a measly $3 billion, puts it at the bottom of the global economic ladder. Agriculture, as we've seen, is the backbone, but it's a backbone that's been through a lot, from conflict to climate change. But amidst the challenges, there's hope. There's a spirit of entrepreneurship, a drive to succeed against all odds, and that, my friends, is worth rooting for. Now let's talk about something a little less tangible, but equally important, religion. Burundi, like many African countries, is deeply spiritual. The majority of the population is Christian, with Catholicism being the most prevalent denomination, but there's also a small but significant Muslim community, and even a handful of Hindus, adding to the religious tapestry of the country. And let's not forget the traditional beliefs, the animistic practices that have been passed down through generations. It's a reminder that faith in all its forms plays a vital role in the lives of many Burundians. All right, time for a little financial literacy, folks. The currency of Burundi is the Burundian franc, or BIF for short. Now, I know you're probably thinking, great, another currency to keep track of. But here's the thing. The Burundian franc, it's seen better days. Compared to the Indian rupee, it's about 0.038. And against the US dollar, don't even get me started. It's a stark reminder of the economic challenges facing Burundi, the uphill battle they face in the global marketplace. Now, we've talked about poverty, about the economy, but let's put a human face on these statistics. Over 70% of Burundians live below the poverty line. That's right, 7 out of 10 people struggling to make ends meet every single day. Literacy rates, while improving, are still around 68%, and access to electricity? A mere 11%. These numbers, they paint a grim picture, but amidst the darkness there are glimmers of hope. There's a resilience, a determination to overcome adversity that's truly inspiring. It's a reminder that behind every statistic there's a human story, a story of struggle, but also of hope and resilience. So you want to connect with Burundi? Learn a little Kirundi, the most widely spoken language. It's a beautiful tonal language full of clicks and pops, guaranteed to impress your friends. But if your tongue can't quite handle the clicks, don't worry. French and English are also spoken, remnants of Burundi's colonial past. And if language learning's not your thing, there's always music, dance, the universal languages of the soul. Burundi has a rich cultural heritage, just waiting to be explored. So go on, take a chance, reach out and connect with this hidden gem of Africa. So there you have it, folks, a glimpse into the heart of Burundi. We've journeyed through its landscapes, delved into its history and met its resilient people. It's a country of contrasts, of challenges and triumphs, of poverty and hope. But most importantly, it's a country that deserves to be seen, to be heard, to be understood. So next time someone mentions Burundi, I hope you'll remember more than just the headlines. Remember the warmth of its people, the beauty of its landscapes, and the potential that lies within. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the world around us.